What it do, Joel here, and I'm telling you, anyone who clicked on this thumbnail, if you are looking to change your life with time, and you are looking to retire your family, and I'm not here to say that I'm a guru or someone's going to sell you a course. I'm not going to. I have no need to. But I'm saying in general that if you want to win in life, and you want to take action and better your life, better your family's life, this strategy I'm going to show you today, man, has changed the game for me personally. I've been in the market for over a year, not a long time. I've not been in a long time, but I can tell you one thing. I wish I knew this crap 6-7 months ago. I really do, because when I first started, I went into 20 different strategies, 20 different things. I'm gonna try this and that, liquidity and blah, blah, blah. And God has directed me so much in my trading journey. And I know a lot of you go, oh, well, God's not real. He's real. And he's changed the game for me personally in my trading journey. He showed me this strategy. I don't know, man, it works. That's all I can say. Like, I came across it one day and I tried it over and over and over again. And one thing I've realized is the simpler the strategy, the better. You know, and like, you can go ahead and try support, resistance, all this stuff, right? And you will perfect it with time, right? But what I've realized that works for me, entertainmentally wise, is that the simpler the better, right? So what I do, I'm gonna show you guys a strategy, and you can go back and backtest this, man. Backtest it. Seriously, go back and backtest this. Go on TradingView, backtest the last 40 days, and see how often this works out. It's a lot. Right? It's like, it's a lot. And I'm not saying don't hold your trades forever. This is a short term, like you're trying to make $600 a day, you're trying to make $1,000 a day, right? And you just want to be on your computer for 45 minutes a day. This is how you do it. Again, that's with one contract, right? If you do more, you're talking more money, obviously. And obviously it's all psychology at the end of the day, right? 15-minute candlestick is what we do. We trade the 15-minute orb. Some people do 30, the higher the power, the better, right? But in some circumstances, genuinely, I like the 15 better. I feel like it just works better for me. So what I do, right, is I check the 15-minute candle, I wait for a higher high and a lower low, right? So that's what we trade off of, right? And this is what I'm telling you. It makes it so simple, because like, you don't have to sit and question like, oh, is this the right trade? You know, or am I doing this right? We wait for like 3 confluences. That's it, right? So when I'm trading, we wait for 3. That's it. We wait for a higher high, a lower low, and a closure on the 5-minute candle after the 15. That's it. That's all we wait for. I guess you can say 4, because we do wait for the second candle. So wait for the smallest, like some people have 100 different things, and yes, that works, and that's great for them. That's great. If that works for you, that works for you, right? And that's the best part about trading, is everyone has a different way to go about it, right? This is what I like to do. So 15-minute candle, we see a higher high and a lower low. So if you're coming on this channel, I trade the NASDAQ. That's all I trade. I do the ES sometimes as well, but mostly the NQ. And as you know, 9:30 in the morning is extremely volatile. The market's gonna move up, down, sideways. We don't know where it's going. Some people like to go in there and gamble, and just, I'm gonna hit buy, and just buy it, all right? And don't do that, homie. You know what I mean? Don't do that. This is what I'm saying, is like, this gives you a higher time frame to look at, which makes things so much easier, right? 15-minute higher high, right here, sorry, and lower low. That's all you need. You just need to wait for the 15-minute candle to close, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna trade over to the 5-minute, right? And just to let you know, this app that I'm using is called Ninja Trader. There's also a whole bunch of different ones. I think there's Trade-Evate, you name it, man. There's a lot of them out there. As far as prop firms goes, which I can describe right now for anyone that wants to know about it. Prop firms are basically just something that you're paying $50 for an account for. You have to prove to them during an evaluation that you can make a certain amount of profit, right? So for a 50K account, you're looking at $3,000. And, in my opinion, genuinely, that shouldn't take more than, 2 weeks doing this. You know what I mean? It really should. As long as you're practicing, you're doing your demo and everything. And, I blew so many accounts. I can't even tell you how many I've blown. You know what I mean? I blew them all, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen until you learn, until you get better. So don't cry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just, look, think about it as you're going to college and you're practicing. And that's why I always tell people to practice on demo before they jump right into this, right? Practice on demo and then go buy the $50 accounts. If you're using, what's it called? Not Ninja Trader. Oh my gosh, my funded futures. If you're using that, it's like $120, something like that for the good account. So it's not that bad. It's better than using your own money. And that's just something I can tell you guys. So genuinely, the only thing you're gonna be losing is $50 50 bucks, or if you're going on the higher one, obviously a little bit more money, but it's not like you're losing, you know, if I hit this buy button right now, you're not losing like $1,000, you know what I mean? If you're using your own capital in this. And what I like about prop firms is they let you build your capital, right? So if you start with a 50K account and you get funded and then you make 65, right? You have a lot more capital to play with, and it's not, you know, it's your money, right? But it's not really, you know what I mean? It's not like you're sitting and crying that you're losing, you know, $10,000 in your own bank account. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people do end up blowing these accounts, just to let you know. So 5-minute candle, what we're looking at is we're looking for a closure underneath the lower low, okay? That's it. That's all we need, right? So once I saw this closure, right? Because in my head, right, your head's gonna tell you a lot of things. Psychology is a big factor when it comes to trading, right? So at this point, I'm sitting here, I'm like, this could potentially start hauling upwards because of the fact that it already went to, you know, a higher high, right? I was like, Jake, sometimes it will do that, right? But once I saw this closure in the red, that told me one thing, that most likely, from my experience, not saying it's gonna happen every time, but a lot of the time, it will come back up a little bit and then haul ass back downwards. Which is weird because it still ended up going over there, you know, at this point, which is, it's now 11 a.m. It's high up, you know, it's going up to a higher high. I got in, I got out. That's what I do, and that's all you have to do, right? And I showed you guys another video. We can go back day by day and see how this works almost every time, right? So I jumped in at this higher high. I jumped in at 707.75, which is like right here, somewhere around there. That's where I jumped in. I knew that it had come down here. I watched it come down there, and I was like, all right, I know it's gonna come back up, test this line right here. So I put it at 707, went up a little bit, so I had a stop loss. I normally set it at like, it depends, 750, 1,000, somewhere around there. Some days, if I'm really feeling it, I'll go higher. Oh, you're stupid, Al. Well, stupid is working, I guess. That's all that matters, right? And I waited, went up a little bit, scared the crap out of me. Boom! Headed down, exactly, every single time. And I'm telling you right now, this happens all the time. Once it has that closure, it will head in that direction for a certain period of time. And it just put a take profit. It doesn't have to be a crazy take profit either. Let's just go back. See, today is the 12th, so we're gonna go to the 11th. Let's see what happens, all right? I'm gonna show you guys, this works, and it works almost every single time. And that's why I thank God every day that he showed me this, you know, because I would never have known. So if we're looking at, let's see, 9 o'clock open, 9:35, so let's put our lines here, and I'm just gonna show you guys, I made this trade yesterday, literally. I trade every single day, Monday through Friday, unless I'm sick or something. But let's see, so we have our lower low, and we have our, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, these are 5-minute candles, so 9:45 close would have been right here. No, that's 9:40, so 9:40, yeah. So that's the higher high right there. So what do we do, boys? Each and every time we wait until a closure above that high, right? So that was a higher high, lower low. So correction, right? Just a little quiz here. If it was to come down to this line, it closed out underneath this, which way would it probably head? Downwards. If it heads above this and it hits into the higher highs and it closes above the higher high, you want to see a closure. Not just a little grab. You want to see a closure on the 5-minute. Remember that. It's not a little, because sometimes it will stomp you, man. Sometimes it will head up, right? Oh, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and then boom, crash right down and you get stomped out. Wait for a closure in a second candle to see what is happening so you're ready. That's it. So right here, I don't remember exactly what trade I did yesterday, to be 100% frank, but even if you had entered right here, I did make a video on it if you guys want to go check that out. I'm stupid, I don't remember that stuff. I trade every single day because there's too many trades. But even if you had headed right here, right, you saw this closure and you had hit right where I told you where that line was, you wouldn't, unless you had a really small stop loss, you wouldn't hit your stop loss and you could have ended up getting out right here, right? A lot of money, man. Let's go back to the next day. All right, so that was the 11th. Let's go to the 10th at 9:30 a.m. And I genuinely just want to show you guys because, you know, I'm not even asking anybody for anything. That's why I had one guy message me yesterday. Oh, you're scamming people now? No, dude, I'm just showing you what works for me and I want to help you guys, you know? I'm not sitting here and selling you a $10,000 course on showing you. I'm literally just showing you, you know, and like all I ask is a like and a subscribe. That's it. So 9:30 a.m. Let's see. What was I on? So they're on the 11th. We're on the 10th. So was the 10th? Yeah, right here. All right, let's see what, oh, nope. Never mind, the 10th I think was a weekend. So we're gonna go to the 8th and we're gonna go to 9:30 a.m., which is right here. I think I've made videos on this one, to be honest. I make videos every day, so make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on it, by the way. So 9:30 a.m. candle is right here. So we're gonna move this up. Oopsies. Come on, boy. There we go. All right, so 9:30, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45. Hold up. I didn't even actually go on the 15 minutes, confusing me on that design. Let's see. So we're gonna go, where was I? I don't remember if I was on the 8th. Yeah, I was on the 8th. I told you guys, I'm stupid. If I'm stupid and I can do this, you can do this too. And I'm dead serious by that. So yeah, I was a little bit off. Okay, so just go to the damn 15-minute candle. It will help you the time frame. Helps be able to make the lines easier for me anyway. And that's what I'm saying. It just makes it simple, you know. So a 15-minute candle, what do we want to see? High, low. We're gonna go to the 5-minute. Remember, that's the 8th, so I remember that because I'm a dippy. All right, so we're gonna go over here to the 8th, and we're gonna see what happens. I hope it did not take my line out. Did it take my line out? No, it didn't. Okay, perfect. So, what do we see, boys? We see a closure on the higher high. What does that mean? It means it's probably, right, not always, probably going to continue to head upwards. Wait for a second candle. Comes down to this support, this line right here, right? Boom! It comes right down to that line and moves upwards again. You could have gotten out here. You could have gotten out here if you held. And then honestly, if you really think about it, even if you were a long-term trader and you wanted to hold this trade, right? Came right back down. I would have scared the crap out of me on this one. Went to higher high, higher high, higher high. You would have made a lot of moolah, right? So that's why I'm honestly thinking about, I have like 3 accounts now, but I want to get like a couple more, really just like have a couple of them hold, you know, because I genuinely, the strategy works, man. It genuinely works. And that's like the hardest thing for me in the beginning was finding something that genuinely worked. And you have a lot of people lying to you, you know, all over the place and telling you that their strategy is perfect. Because I'm being real with you and telling you no matter what strategy you do, the stock market does what it wants to do. And there's some times where unfortunately it's just not going to work, you know, and it is what it is. You're going to go on losing streaks, you're going to go on winning streaks, and that's completely okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to lose, it's okay to win. Overall, just try to win more than you lose and cut your losers short. So let's just go one more time because I want to show you guys one more. 9:30 a.m. We had a gap right here or something that I must have set the other day. All right, so we have a 9:30 candle, 15 minutes to 9:45, so 9:30 to 9:45, right? What do we wait for, boys? Okay. If you haven't known already, we wait for a 5-minute, and I don't even know what day we were just on, so bear with me. I think we were on the 6th or the 5th. I don't remember. Oh, right here. I think we were on the 6th. So what do? We go in, and we see exactly what we need to see. We see a closure above the 15-minute right here, right? Now, on the second candle, right, I always tell you to wait. You would have seen it come down, and I probably would have held on that one. Honestly, I would have probably, there might have been like, I think that's what that fair value gap was, to be honest. I just deleted, I don't remember now, but it came down here, boom. Even if you had went in right there, right, you would have been completely okay for the most part. You know, if you have a bigger stop loss, obviously, you know, it really depends on how you want to trade, right? I have a bigger stop loss, so I don't get too concerned with it. I just let the trade play out and do what it needs to do. But if you had held right from here, or even here, up to here, it's money, bro. You know what I mean? If you had held even longer, you just had a bigger stop loss, you didn't care about the capital as much, boom. It works, man. It works. And again, to think that you're gonna go in here and get perfect entry points and perfect everything as a beginner trader, even at my stage, it's not gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen with time, experience, developing your edge. Just know that if you perfect a strategy like this one, right, you can do anything you want. If you perfect it and you come at it every single day, eventually you'll make it. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I'm not asking for anything other than a like button, a subscribe, a notification bell. I am creating a new clothing brand, so you guys should support me on that as well. But other than that, again, I am an entertainment guy anyway. I'm stupid, I'm a moron. Don't listen to me, don't listen to my advice. Again, this is for entertainment. Go on here if you want to have fun, you know, you want to use fake money and stuff, this is for you. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.